We say people are planning to keep working from home, but are we talking about a few months, or do you think this could be much longer lasting?
Sure. So the way that we phrased the question was, well, first we asked them which policies they put in place as a result of this. Now, that started when that was a policy that you could put in place, and prior to there being more of a sort of government mandate that this is happening. So right now, almost all companies have employees working from home, and we sort of describe that as an expanded or universal work from home policy. And we basically asked them, do you expect these policies to remain in place long term or permanently? And so, 2/3 of businesses expect expanded work from home policies or universal work from home policies to remain in place permanently. That doesn't necessarily mean everybody working from home all the time, but it means more working from home.
Sure. One of the questions I was going to ask, because it has big implications for commercial real estate, obviously, is what does this look like for demand for office space? Because obviously more people working from home would seem to lessen it. However, we have conference rooms around here that once held 30 people that can now hold a max of 3. Our company's going to need more space.
Yeah, so there's two things from the survey that talked about that. One, we did ask about, do you plan to reduce your office space as a consequence of this? And, almost half told us that, yes, we do plan to reduce our office space, as Steve just mentioned. And then, about 20% said they plan to reduce it by more than a quarter. So some people are expecting pretty big, significant cuts to their physical office space. To your point, though, about 3/4 of the responses said, they expect social distancing, physical distancing to be the biggest sort of operational challenge that they'll face going back to work. So, to your point, that may definitely, produce circumstances where they need to find new office space.
In general, what is your sense on productivity? Is it going up, going down?
I heard you guys talking about family time there. I mean, so there was about 40% of respondents in March told us that they were suffering productivity hits. And then about another third told us that, they expected to experience productivity hits. 3 months later, the sort of expected hasn't really materialized. And the or about 15% of the organizations that said that they were experiencing it say that they did experience, but they are no longer. So I think the general sense there is that people are figuring it out. People are learning to be productive. Obviously, you've got things to work around. I have a 2-year-old, so my wife and I are kind of running a daycare and working at the same time, but we're finding ways to be productive. So, based on our survey respondents, there's a hit to productivity, but it's not this massive thing that they maybe were expecting.